Hi, my name is William Davis. I'm the owner of A.P.C Photography and WDC Media. Please subscribe and follow and like. Now, would you like to start off your business in video productions with a great camera, a great app, and be able to go directly into social media without spending thousands of dollars? You already have it. So if you happen to have a Samsung or an Apple phone, these are the two that I found the most success with. Download the Blackmagic camera app. This is what it looks like. It's a really, really cool application that gives you tons of features. So for example, here, this looks like a professional camera. I mean, every bit and piece of it. So you got your lens focal length, you've got your frame rates per second, you've got your shutter speed, which I've got set at 180. You've got your iris, you've got your ISO, your white balance, and your tint. All those controls are there. On top of it, you've got professional audio control. So for example, audio gain, you can control that. If you're hooking in, say like a USB microphone, which I'm doing right now, which is the Rode Wireless Pros, you can get professional audio into the camera. Along with that, you've also got memory that you can do that's external. So I have an external hard drive and a SanDisk drive that has a half a terabyte right there. Shows you how much time you have left, the whole works, which is really amazing. You've also got color bars. This is actually kind of key because it lets you know if you're peaking or not peaking. This tool right here in itself is just amazing. So it kind of depends on if you've ever used one of these before or not, but it's really, really nice to have the ability to see if you're peaking in any one of the RGB categories. And if you are, this is the same type of a histogram or color chart that's used in professional cameras to prevent you from getting the wrong color tones and or blowing out footage. This is just a really nice tool. Another couple pieces on this is you do have the ability to zoom in real quick and easy. You have the ability to turn on your stability control. You have full control over auto tones like exposure. You do have the ability to control your manual focus. So this part sets it a little bit further apart from other cameras apps because you really do get full control and it gives you an idea of how far you can go with it. And then we get into our other tools. So I have a framing up right now. I also have, you'll see a square, like an X in the middle, like a T. That T is letting me know that I am balanced horizontally and both vertically. So for example, let me unscrew this, I'll show you. You'll see those are now off from each other. If you line them up, boom. Now we have our verticals and our horizontals lined up correctly. This is really good for making sure your shot is right. Now sometimes, like with this painting behind me, it may be off, or because I have it turned a little bit to the side, you'll actually see some tilting like this. Me personally, I will still be vertical. That's just the way lenses see the world. Just like you may not realize it, but when you're looking at something a little bit off, it's like tilted and stuff. It's not perspective that you put a whole lot of emphasis on, but once you start seeing it, you're like, oh man. You have other tools too. So you have like peaking tools, mid-grade tools. So you have a lot of tools for allowing you to get your exposures right and see if you're peaking on your light areas, which is really, really cool and very important. This is just your basic autofocus stuff here. This is going to be another one of your peaking tools. This is going to be another one of your tools here. So this is called false color. I like this a lot because it's really easy to figure out if you got your stuff right. So you got your magentas, you've got your whites, and you've got all the rest. So in my case here, I would probably, because I have that middle melanin tone, I tend to stay a little bit above 18, but they have me peeking out a little bit here. I'm a little peaked. So let me play with this just a hair. Drop that ISO a little bit. There we go. I like mine to be a little bit more like that. Let's see how that looks tone-wise once we get done with this here, tool-wise. Let's get out of ISO. Let's hit it over here. Turn that off. Boom. So now my skin tone is a little more natural, so I don't have that peaky look, and I have a little more brown to my skin tone. And the reason why that is because I can use false color, which is a really advanced tool, to adjust for how your skin tone is going to be. Now, the rest of the room may look a little different, but if I'm looking just at my skin tones and my face, if I was looking at how I look in this room, this is a little more accurate depiction of how I look. If I wanted a little bit more of a peaked out look, I could do that. That would just enhance the face a little bit more, but it would not give me the correct skin tone. So it would put me back up to, say, like 500. So if I went to like 500, I'm in between. This is my skin tone, but I'm getting a little more lively look on the face. And then if I want to go 640, that's just, yeah, that's the wrong skin tone altogether. So you can do like midpoints there. And once again, we can go into our tools. We can hit false color, boom, we can see what that's doing. I got a little bit of pink, mostly gray, and like I said, just a little hair above, so it's gonna be pretty dang close to accurate colors. False color is not the easiest to work with if you haven't worked with it before, but it lets you know where you're at in peaking on colors and things, which is helping with skin tones and all the rest. I use this a lot in interviews, so that when my colorist is working on things that they love it. And we're done with that as part of the long discussion. And then LUT. Depending on if you got an Apple or if you got a Samsung, there is an ability to do Apple's ProRes's little color scheme on there. And I think it's really cool that Apple has that. I think Samsung's going to have it on their 25s, which I don't have the 25 yet. But overall, this is a really cool start off point with what would be a really cool camera app to start with, what to use it for, and just basically, if you're starting in video productions and you want to start off doing something and learn a camera, this is the way to do it. And if you're a university teacher, I would recommend this for everybody, because then if they don't have the camera with them to take home, they can at least practice some of their skills right now with a fully engulfed camera app that turns your cell phone into a real camera. Later. Peace.